Whether you have one already or not, these are the elements of a workspace that will lead to some effective at-home practice. First, you've got to pick a room. There are a couple factors that go into this. You should make sure that you're picking a room that will be mostly uninterrupted, so being in your living room or your kitchen might not be the best idea. You should also make sure that you can fit where you're going to practice. So playing cello in my bathroom isn't the best choice for me. For me, some places that might work are my room because no one will disrupt me and I can focus. Or I can practice in my basement because no one really goes down there. But another part of picking somewhere to practice is making sure you're inspired where you are. I find that I get the least complaints about how much I practice when I'm not on the same floor as the rest of my family, so I practice in the basement. I like practicing in my basement because I get a nice view of my backyard, and that's pretty inspiring to me. But someone else might be more inspired to practice in my room because of the super cool Mario plush items I have as an audience. Now that you've picked your room, you need to set up your practice space. Of course, bring your instrument. Now you need a music stand. It can be one of these, or it can be a wire stand. Or if you don't have either, you can get creative. Next, you might need a chair. When I play violin, I like to stand because my posture is better when I stand. But if you play cello, you definitely need a chair. Also, if you play cello, you're going to need one of these. Don't forget a pencil so you can write notes in for yourself. Also, make sure you have a tuner and metronome with you. If you don't have one like this, you can download an app on your phone that will work just as well. I like this metronome app because it's super easy to use, and I like this tuner app because it works kind of like the white chord tuners that we have at school, and the needle makes it really clear whether you're sharp or flat. Lastly, let's get up anything that might distract you while you're playing. This might mean turning your phone off or putting it in airplane mode, unplugging your TV or any other distracting electronics, and getting rid of anything else in the room that might pull your attention away from practicing. Now that your workspace is set up, figure out what time you're going to practice. When you pick your time, keep in mind what time you need for other schoolwork you have to do, and when you want to take times to eat, take mental breaks, and spend time with your family. Also think about what time of day you're most productive. Maybe you want to practice at the same time you would be in orchestra, or maybe you prefer to practice in the evening. You also don't have to do all your practicing at once. It's totally okay to do multiple short practice times with breaks in the middle. Maybe you want to discuss with your family a good time to make sure that you don't wake them up too early, keep them up too late, or distract anyone from getting stuff done like work or school. Another part of your practice should be what you're going to do that day. First, you should tune, which you can use your app to help. Next, do a warm-up. You may want to do a warm-up like we do in class with the scale for a piece that we're working on, practicing the scale as the cookie dough pattern, and practicing the scale in the crazy eights pattern. Next, make your plan for what you want to get done that day. Plan what measures you're going to practice and what your goal will be for that section. Sometimes when we do playing assignments, those sections and goals will be given to you by me or Mrs. Peters. With this setup, you should be in good shape to get a lot of work done on your music while you're at home. After watching this, use the checklist provided to make your own workspace for practicing. Take a picture of your final result showing all of the elements you have to make it successful and share it for your assessment.